So in the last video we made mention of JSON and XML, and in this video we're going to compare the two. So both JSON, JavaScript Object Notation, and XML are standards for transferring data between a server and an application, typically web page based. Both are widely used, but JSON tends to provide what many consider a much neater solution. And there's several advantages you should be probably aware of the exam of the JSON over XML. First of all, it's quicker and simpler to create, and we're going to show you some examples on the next slide. The syntax and the overall structure of JSON is much more simple. It can also use arrays. It produces more compact code. The actual end code produced is shorter. It takes up physically less characters than the same XML version. It's much easier for humans to read. The actual layout of JSON code is neater in terms of its styling, and of course this makes it quicker to interpret, write and debug for humans. And it's also easier and quicker for a computer to parse and work out what it's doing. JSON code is parsed easily by standard JavaScript commands. Also, there's less issues when working out differences in numeric values and their alphanumeric counterparts. So here we go. We've got a little example down here. We have my client and we've issued a GET request for craigandDave.org online test account info. Now, linking back to the previous video, this request is actually being passed to this web server, and then the REST API is converting that request into an SQL select statement. Now, the client doesn't know that, and it doesn't need to care, but that's what's happening. This SQL select statement then retrieves all of this information over here, because that's what we want to return to the web page. The REST API converts this database information, so we've got 3 schools, into either JSON or an XML response, and that gets returned by the web server to the browser. And you can see here the difference, and you can instantly see that this one looks much neater than this one. Just put a slight typo in there. There should be an F, but let's not worry about that. So you can see here we've retrieved account info, and we've retrieved the 3 lines of the database, and we can see the field headings and the matching data. Now, if you study the XML version, exactly the same information is pulled back, but you can see that JSON has pulled it back in a neater, more compact way than the same XML equivalent.